we've seen already what happens in this entire event, not just the final that we just had in the women's. How so many players have been in this position, and then
and that's what happens. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I mean, look at that shot.
Hanimoto's watching on.
That was just a killer move, wasn't it? And this is what he did yesterday when he was playing Wang Chuxin as well. Of course, he just led right through and finished in 4 games. But Marlon will turn it on. He will turn it on unless the air goes against him. But he's changing his speed a little bit. I don't think there's one issue here, though, Chef. Yesterday, Marlon won all 4 games straight. It was a clean sweep, there was no problem. Being 2 games down, let's put a little pressure on you, and let's get the LIN GAOYUAN right tough down on the game. He's actually playing absolutely brilliant table tennis. And it could be a bit of a worry now for Marlon to creep back in. If LIN GAOYUAN takes the game, it's going to be a huge challenge, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, oh, well, no, it's 4 another third. Good surprise us all. He's not being as ruthless as he was yesterday.
Oh, no.
But,
that brought us some pride, didn't it?
This is pretty special. He goes 3 in. I just want to add, I don't think I've mentioned earlier, the head-to-head is 7-2 in Marlon's favour. If we delve that deeper, Marlon won the first 7 matches that they played, stretching from 2019 to 2023. 2 of those were finals. Let's go 6-1 up, yeah. Now that was the final in the Qatar Open in 2019. Marlon won by 4-2. And then there was the final at the China Open in Shenzhen in 2019. Marlon won that 4-0. However, it's worth noting, the last 2 times they've played, both of them have been this year, and both of them won by LIN GAOYUAN. Oh, LIN GAOYUAN, brilliant shot.
That is. How come you basically decide to just make the opponent down here to you? Almighty work here from Marlon. Absolutely magical work.
We make that the WC final in Doha. We got it 1-2, and the start in Doha 3-2. 3-1. So,
Shall I figure out a little bit of play, just some momentary last reason he wanted a little back, but that was angled. Well, just not right.
Right. And that was a little bizarre.
He was going to move the snake for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, suddenly, Marlon made the deflection slightly.
This is what he does when he gets the AL. He does the reverse pendulum until he does those coming in, that makes your top side spin. Most of the players here do it, but no use that. LIN GAOYUAN stay ahead. That's 3-1.
Good position, yeah. Yes, he's won the last 2. So to get the 7. Most importantly, he's beaten Marlon twice here alone. That's good stuff.
It has. I mean, he's not in form. He also has had record against Marlon recent times. I think he's got to really use that as a bit of motivation for himself. Because he used that as a norm for his mindset that he can win it. But then, well, how do you read the mind of the player like LIN GAOYUAN? Some days he's, as I said, hitting the cloud, and some days he's struggling in the waters. But I would love to see him win so that he can silence critics. And at least he's won with tribute to his fans who he's got a cult and following. I think there's a hope that they'd be really delighted for one.
Four players in that game.
That's impressive. He could actually go on to win this third game. And what I like about chess today, just looking more focused.
That's going away. 5 game point.
That is so good.
85% win rate with Marlon. Gaoyuan is on 74. He's taking it.
He's taking that game. Better advantage. Just watching.
Baba from LIN GAOYUAN, who's got on left 5. It's a third 0 against Marlon. So, sorry, LIN GAOYUAN in a fantastic position here, but how many times have we said that before as well? LIN GAOYUAN, where he's with a 74% win rate. We look at their records this year. It's 63% for LIN GAOYUAN, 64 for Marlon, so not outstanding, I think you'd have to say. But let's have a look at records in finals. Marlon is at 66%. And a lot worse for his opponent here. LIN GAOYUAN's is at 42%.
And that's a different Marlon that we're looking at in this game. Where he's come out, you know, he's come out with an axe literally.
Yang Jingquan, teammates.
And I think this is a very, very crucial game. I'm going to say this again. If LIN GAOYUAN's got to finish it, he's got to finish it now. Just as we can see, Marlon is in control in this game.
Yeah, it's the first time that's happened. Where was this earlier? People might be asking. He just looked completely unfazed there, Marlon. Just sending it back.
He's just pulling out every shot that he can. And let's not forget that variation in serve that he has, Marlon. It's just fantastic. He's also doing one thing very important in the last few points. He's been playing to LIN GAOYUAN's backhand. He knows that that's not the strongest point, even though he can win, you know, shots like this. But in the course of a rally, he does understand that the strongest point that LIN GAOYUAN has is the forehand. And LIN GAOYUAN is stepping it up. Back 3 now. Just a cause for concern there for Marlon.
Timeout called. No surprise that Marlon calling that one, with LIN GAOYUAN trying to chase him down here.
So Marlon just wanting to, because he knows this is the one he needs to survive, obviously, otherwise it's all over. And LIN GAOYUAN, sorry, she's put on a couple of points there.
Well, I think he started off really, really strong, Malong, and then, you know, those 2 quick points from LIN GAOYUAN, and Malong just realized that he was starting to, you know, fight back and combat everything that he was throwing at him, and I think that's when he needed to rethink his strategy. And we know what a great player he is. He probably would have gone back and thought while he was sitting down, what are the mistakes he's been making, which are the weak points that I can exploit. And that's what he did with Wang Chuxin yesterday. That was just outstanding that he can do it today. Because LIN GAOYUAN, as I said this earlier at the start of the game, Shez, is an unpredictable player.
Yeah. Yes. And he's only 2 points behind now. 7 away from a first World Cup.
7 away, I'd say, from paying tribute to his fans. Much needed now.
5-6.
Just a point away now.
And I did say this earlier, right? It was going to be split as well. Start off with a lot of the cheers for Malong, but now there's a split in the crowd.
7.
You don't want to do that. You absolutely don't want to do that when you're at this stage of the game. And those are the shots he excels at, but you've got to watch Malong. Malong is variating, you know, that turn of the ball. And he's a master of that.
Oh, how did he make that? That looked a tough shot from Malong. Brilliant.
It's just a class of player like Malong. Look at that good turn. Oh, fabulous, isn't it? Whoever thought that he wasn't as fit as he used to be? And again.
Well, he's in a great position here, Malong, to pull one back if he can.
Well, looking at the way he's been playing right now, I think he's going to claim this game, Shez. And that's needed. Oh. Playing the master at his own game, isn't he? Well done there, LIN GAOYUAN. I really thought he was going to smash it. Well, that's the first time I've seen something like that from LIN GAOYUAN. Absolutely wonderful.
9-7.
Still an opportunity here for LIN GAOYUAN.
Fighting back. It just goes to show how much this really means to both these players. More than anything else, it's such an important win.
He's never had a 4-0 over Malong. Malong's had 3 against LIN GAOYUAN. And it's going to be hard here now for LIN GAOYUAN to do it. He's facing 3 game points.
Well, I think, you know, drop a game of 2 if you can, but finish it, you know, win it and go. Well, I would hate to see a repeat of the previous final. You win the first 3 and then go down in the next 4.
10.
Okay. Interesting to see 6 of the 7 of the 9 times they've met been in quarterfinals. Only 2 finals I mentioned. Malong has won both of those. 2 game points here for LIN GAOYUAN. For Malong. So Malong pulls one back here, giving himself a lifeline.
I think much needed chess. He was in control of this entire game. Came out with that, well, body language that said, I'm going to win it. And that's exactly what he's done. He's pushed LIN GAOYUAN a lot, and I think that's very well done.
11-8 in game 4 to Malong. He trails though 3-1 to LIN GAOYUAN.
LIN GAOYUAN to serve. La ball. One.
Over for Marlon now, of course, Glenn. He's just got to be 100% perfect now. He's got to win the next 3 in a row. That is a huge ask.
So 4 games gone. Lin Gaoyuan's won 3, Marlon 1, and Lin Gaoyuan now gets vocal.
Love 2.
Taking some time, but he started off well here. He's got to keep this. He's got to keep that slight, that edge over Marlon.
Love 3.
Oh, fantastic. This is the kind of start he had in the first 3 games.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Brilliant.
So 4 in a row here now for Lin Gaoyuan. So that is an absolutely powerful arm there. He was going to drive that home. Oh, that swing just taking his case away from the table.
Yeah.
One. 5.
Well,
Well, this is brilliant for Lin Gaoyuan. Can he hold on? Is it dawning upon him he's about to win, or he could win his biggest ever title?
Yeah. And you normally do listen to, you know, the cry of Chole being so loud. And today it's so soft spoken and nice from the guy.
Very polite choice.
Two. 5.
You know, Glenn, he wants to put pay to this sort of reputation, or at least perceived reputation, that is being developed around Lin Gaoyuan, right? And so this is absolutely key for him to do it today. As you said, pay tribute to the fans. That's important. Always important to
It's
remember.
very important. It's very important, I think.
But also
For yourself.
Yeah. Put a line under it.
Oh, that's fabulous. That forearm there. I don't know how he does it, but that swing is so perfect. And if you notice in the previous game, Marlon was trying to prevent that from happening. Well, that's a nice finish from Marlon. This one's, well, still Lin Gaoyuan with 3 points over Marlon. He's got to do his level best to maintain the shares.
Yeah, this.
I think the smallest slip up will be costly. Oh, that's another powerful one.
Maybe he might want to do a timeout sometime soon.
Well,
I'm surprised.
it's almost like Marlon's, well, ability to do that.
He's not opting for it. Just thought now might be the time. You want to finish it here. You don't want Marlon. Maybe he's thinking, oh, hold on to it.
Oh, that is phenomenal.
Brilliant from Marlon. Staying in there.
And these are times, you know, when he's driving in so much of power into that shot, when his gaze just turns away. Full body swing in there. That's absolutely hard.
So we got the timeout. It does come a point later than we thought. little shake of the head there from Lin Gaoyuan at the end of that timeout. Again, he was at 5-1, and 4 of the next 5 points have gone to Ma Long. he's not helping himself. He's making this tough, but the last couple of games when he won, Ma Long came back and he withstood the pressure. But it's all level here.
It's all level, yeah, and I think this is cause for concern. Well, Lin Gaoyuan's got to finish it. He knows that. You can't let it stretch. You know, Ma Long takes another game, and believe you me, Shez, he's going to take the next 2 games after that. It's just about winning that battle mentally, and Ma Long has got the edge mentally. This is something that Lin Gaoyuan's got to be sure of. Use your speed, use your focus, get back into this game, believe you can win it.
This is brilliant from Ma Long. I mean, he was 1-5 down.
He's just so controlled, isn't he?
And he has just come storming back here. We were just talking a short while ago about Lin Gaoyuan wanting to put paid to those. That reputation that he might have developed.
How do you return that?
It's unreturnable. You're right.
If you notice, Shez, something that we didn't see. Now, if you just watch this extreme power in the shots. This is like the young Ma Long that we once saw, that killer instinct. We always talk of being ruthless and not being ruthless, but today,
He was just standing there and just dictating it.
the true dictator for that last one. So from being behind on points to come back and now take the lead here, and he's edging towards claiming this game. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Has been brilliant from Ma Long.
This is really a study. We spoke about this yesterday, and look at it today as well.
4 game points.
Yesterday it was about, you know, total domination. Today it's about total comeback. He's certainly giving us a huge script and a story to write about as far as this World Cup is concerned. Ma Long. Well, that's perfection. Perfection from the master.
Repeat again. They're kind of saying it as well, aren't they? But he was 5-1 up and 9 of the next 10 points. Lin Gaoyuan was 5-1 up. 9 of the next 10 points won. Well, 10 of the next 11 points, I should say, won by Ma Long. And he's taking the second 11-6, 3-2 now. Lin Gaoyuan still leads, but just about.
So here we have it. What a comeback from Ma Long. He was 3-0 down, and now it's 5 games down. The score stands at 3-2. Well, if Lin Gaoyuan's got to finish it, shake that tag off of being, well, a lad that doesn't complete the circle of being a lad who can choke, of being a lad, of course, who will lose his faith in himself at the last bit. This is the right time. He can silence everybody, and not just critics, but everyone. Ma Long. The Ma Long that we saw in the first game and the Ma Long that we're looking at in the 6th game are 2 different, well, players. This is the Ma Long we saw in action against Wang Chu-Shin yesterday. Almost do no wrong. Much needed point here for Lin Gaoyuan.
Yeah, he's, it's, you know, they talk about scar power. When you are playing, you've had something that really has a deep impact, and I just wonder how much star power there is there.
1, 2.
Well, you can't afford to be making those mistakes. I think Lin Gaoyan's just got to dig deep, think carefully about the shot he's playing against. In my opinion, you know, still probably the best player, and I'm just saying that probably because I have a, you know, a deep fondness for Ma Long and his style of play. But he's just getting under the skin of Lin Gaoyan.
Ma Long wins 66% of his matches against Chinese players. And it's
This is just running well totally against Lin Gaoyan. It's now 4-1, and when this happens, you know that Ma Long is going to go and claim this game.
with a 46% for Lin Gaoyan. It's you just see how this has shifted remarkably.
Well, he's a player that leads better from the front, not a player that's great at coming from behind. So I would worry if I was him.
Ma Long, see the way Ma Long is barely moving. He is just moving this around. There's almost a knowing look in the stands.
And everyone in the stands, all the teammates.
I mean, Ma Long, he's barely having to move at the moment. He's just
controlling every single rally, every single move. It's just
he moved well there. Tell you what,
this is the Ma Long that I keep saying. This is the Ma Long we saw in young days.
we thought the last game,
It's a Ma Long revival.
the last match was a remarkable comeback. This one isn't over yet, but my goodness.
So we thought the last match was probably a bit of a one-off. That is
Two great comebacks. I mean, this looked one-sided. That one also looked fairly one-sided, didn't it? Wang Manyu was cruising it, as was Lin Gaoyan here.
that term, the dictator. It is so true about these last few games. This is a ruthless Ma Long, and Lin Gaoyan's not doing himself any favors.
I don't know what's happened to Lin Gaoyan.
It's like
It's fallen by the wayside.
it's just that it's like he's just switched off. Don't take anything away from Ma Long. Those serves.
1 point scored in this 6th game.
It's like he gracefully let Lin Gaoyan just win those first 3 games. And then what a change. Well, that's 2 points.
Even Ma Long can't get that one.
I think that's good enough for Lin Gaoyan at least to save a bit of face in this game. Well, you can't let a World Cup final get away from you, even if you're playing against, you know, the greatest of all time.
9.
Especially when you had it in the bag. It's now 9-3. This looks like it's going to be another 7-game real affair. But I shudder to think about, well, Lin Gaoyan having to go back and thinking of what could have been, and this is one he's never going to forget.
Well, he may say it's not over yet. We still have this game, even though it's at the dying embers of this game, and the next one still.
Well, I think here's what Lin Gaoyan's got to think about. Ma Long's been to the final many times before. He's won the championship, you know that.
4, 10.
Lin Gaoyan's got to figure this out. Am I going to get to the final the next time around? Because I just might not. And being here, you got to make the most of it.
It's my best shot, isn't it?
You were 3 games up. And
11, 4.
well, that's it.
It's
It's
converted
3-all now.
finally, Ma Long. My goodness. Ma Long was 3 games down and looking in real trouble here, but he has pulled it back brilliantly.
And it's really looking like Lin Gaoyan will have to put on his thinking cap. Will the whole Chinese team tennis community is watching this magic come alive.
11-4. That's the most comprehensive game we've had so far. Ma Long stunning comeback here. It's 3-all against LIN GAOYUAN.
马龙，LIN GAOYUAN。比赛精彩将会继续，再次提醒各位，请您关闭手机闪光灯，在球员发球时，请您尽量保持赛场安静。